away my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
So on
the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah. I get it back Tuesday morning.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Playing the Cardinals right now.
Up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Usually beat him by half the time.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions.
Trying a completely new playbook because I can't use my other playbook.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the
So
conversation
we'll see how this goes.
Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. And it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Young. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Yo!
Inside the 5 to the 4.
God, it's so hard to score in the red zone, bro. I hate it.
How best to describe that
Like,
one? I'd say
painful.
right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Big Day, do you like to play like the faster chess, or do you like that slow stuff?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I want to play you fast. I feel like I'm pretty good that way. We gotta play.
Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility
I'm ready.
exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Oh my God.
Not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw over the middle taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Young on 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Terrell Edmonds on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Rams 3, Cardinals 0.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It'll be Young again. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, wherever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Young to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged,
pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long,
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
I'm losing 10-3. Threw a pick 6.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. I don't know who it
Out
was.
of the gun, it's Young. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down.
My God, this dude was wide open, and this Cooper Kupp was wide open by like 10 yards, and the guy just caught up to him. That's great.
On 1st and 10, Young escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Operating from the gun. Young. And it's caught. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes.
Guessing I'm gonna QB sneak 5 times or 4 times and not get an edge.
Young takes it on the sneak.
Oh, I did it!
Takes it across.
First try.
Touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Following the interception, Young. And they'll keep this on the screen to Mostert. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Incomplete.
We're about at halftime. It's winning 17-10 now.
Was the intended target. Third down here.
Yep. I'm streaming if you want to watch.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with
You got the
something
blueprint.
here on
I got
third
the blueprint.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 43's the mic.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Yeah, you just got to
And his
pass
is
quickly.
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be
Quick
brought down.
decisions.
His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios.
I just downloaded a
in Orlando,
random
here's
playbook,
Jonathan
and I feel
Coachman
like it's,
at REA Sports Halftime Report.
I think it's got some good plays.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build.
I don't know if you can do that where
as
you
the second half gets
you
started.
can just pick any play and you just
return
know
on this one is
what's
the
going to be open and shit. Or do you need like your own playbook? Yeah. Well, this guy's one of them guys you can't run the same plays. He knows. Yeah. It's
catch, a signal for, and take it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half.
Funny how I had 99 Cam Akers and Raheem Mostert's just better. He has 3 more speed.
And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They got the Philly special in here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. First down and a little extra.
Oh, Raheem, go.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 69 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
To number 13.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
39-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw.
At the Rams 36.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw again.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call a no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him.
Can we go for it anywhere this season?
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Bro, this dude had the edge.
As he'll punt it away for the second
He
time.
had the edge, and the dude's still tackling.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think
he's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. 1st and 10, Young. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Young on third down. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And
that one goes for 36
playing back,
yards.
and the dude still can't ride the deep ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young dancing to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fuck him. Shit.
The play fake. Now Young. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That motherfucker.
Into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. There to stop him.
It's called cookout.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action. Young. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the
huge,
1.
like a supersize. Huge.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to
like huge with a Y?
This is first and goal.
Oh, I thought.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And my goodness, another interception picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Game over, time's up. play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling.